I think our host, Barclays, indeed, Barbara, we have an amazing partnership across emerging markets, particularly in Africa, with great lessons. And an honor to be here with DFID, which is probably the organization, one of the organizations doing the most to support the SDGs. So great to be a part of this panel. I have responsibility for emerging markets at GlaxoSmithKline. So the countries for which I have responsibility are the ones who get the most benefit from all of the work and effort that you're doing here. I think business, GSK, the pharmaceutical industry, business, we have an important role to play in international development. I think by investing in infrastructure, in healthcare, electricity, agriculture, we can contribute to the SDGs. And I think we can also, as business, as we interact with governments, as we interact with NGOs, we can be a catalyst also of different players and different partners to help with the developing goal. Usually we're big organizations with large scale. GSK, we operate in 115 countries. We export to more than 90 countries. And that scale provides an amazing network for us to help with our goals. We also need to involve local companies. I think this is not an effort only for global players like GSK and Barclays, but also need to ensure that we're involving local business from the communities where we are engaging. I think what we can do, GlaxoSmithKline, to support the SDGs is actually continue to research, develop, and supply medicines that addresses unmet medical need and make and improve well-being in general. Right? Once you do that, then we need to work with others to ensure that these medicines and these vaccines that we are developing, they are fastly and broadly available to all countries across the globe and to everyone, regardless of their ability to pay or not. Right? No one can do anything alone, so we absolutely welcome the SDGs multi-sectorial, multi-players platform. In the past, we've been implementing a series of initiatives to improve access to medicine. We've been developing innovative partnerships in research, in community partnership, voluntary licensing, flexible pricing, and we're very proud that our effort has been recognized by our top ranking on the Access to Medicines Index since the first edition of the index. So I'm very proud of that. Partnerships, very important. What works well? I think what I'll say. It's not new, but clear common goals on the objectives of the partnerships, right? Clear roles and responsibilities, I think absolutely vital. Clear leadership and coordination, as well as agility and responsiveness. Global organizations, for-profit and non-for-profit, sometimes they tend to be slow, people change, organizational changes, and we may lose track. So that agility and responsiveness is absolutely important. So what's working? Good governance, good principles, good procedures. I think the Barclays GSK partnership, it's a great example. I think we learn a lot from that experience. I think Barbara mentioned the article which was produced by Accenture. I encourage you to read if you're interested in partnerships, because there's amazing insights that you can take from that partnership. Right? I think the ability to tackle issues up front, to bring issues and discuss them up front, absolutely clear, and then setting a culture of measurement, of monitoring, and evaluation. I think it's clear, important. What is not working, right? When it doesn't work, you don't have we have lack of clarity in terms of accountability, responsibility, turfs across organizations and within organizations, lack of sometimes perceived or real, potential perceived or real conflict of interest, and not involving the right stakeholders, right? Both at our organizations and also within the countries in which we are operating, right? I think ultimately some of these partnerships, they're ambitious goals. Sometimes they can take the organizations, take focus out of the organizations. And I think I absolutely agree with Barbara. I think what the spirit should be always, you can think high, you can think ambitiously, but you need to start slow, and once it works, to scale fast, right? That's the startup mindset. I think it's very, very important for us. And I think we need also to make sure that you divide and conquer, right? That we coordinate better our activities. We have limited resources. We cannot do everything everywhere. And if you don't coordinate where we are acting, where we are working properly, we're not going to be able to deliver the sustainable development goals in every country of the planet, right? So GSK, we are fully committed. We help to partner. We help to engage with you in this journey, particularly with the goal of good health and well-being. And this is not only the CEO of my company, the leadership team. This is the 100,000 employees that make up GSK. It's absolutely in our DNA. So thank you for the opportunity for being here today. Thank you.